Joining me now is the reporter who scored that interview, Troy Hayden. Troy, congratulations. I mean, it's an incredible get. How on earth did this happen?
Yeah. I've had contacts with the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office for years. Back in January, using those contacts, I was given access to Jodi Arias' cell. So again, this is back in January. We spoke for about 45 minutes. She asked me to keep some things off the record at that time. And she said at the end of that meeting that if I kept things off the record, at the end of the trial, she'd give me the interview. And we contacted each other a couple of times in the months since then. And then on Sunday, I got a voicemail from Jodi Arias. Weird to pick up. Hi, Troy, it's Jodi. I'll do the interview if it's first-degree murder, but I have to do it right after the verdict, and that's exactly what happened. I talked to her probably about 20 minutes after the verdict was read.
So the verdict gets read. You walk out of the courtroom. Where do you go? Where did this take place?
Well, I was also reporting live for KSAZ, our affiliate here, and so I walked right out, did a quick live shot, and then I went around the back of the courthouse. There's a little, they call it a sally port, so it's an area where they take prisoners, basically, who are getting ready to go to trial. And I went down there, and I got brought into a holding cell. It was eerie, too, because it was very quiet, a bunch of large men standing around in big groups, but it was very, very quiet. We got ushered into a room, we set up, and a few minutes later, Jodi walked out. She was weeping, she was crying, she was very upset, and I looked her in the eye. I said, are you sure you're ready to do this? And she said, yeah, let's do it.
Where were her lawyers?
I don't know, and I didn't ask, Megan. She's an adult. She made this decision after talking with her. I had a feeling that she doesn't get along with them very well. I didn't think they did a very good job, so who knows? Maybe they told her not to do it, but I stayed away from that.
There's videotape of them leaving the courthouse shortly after the verdict, which is just so unusual in a case like this. Let me ask you before I bring on my human lie detector, who I really love, Phil Houston. Did you feel like she was honest with you in that interview? Do you feel like she's been honest with you?
I do, and let me explain, though. I believe there are two Jodis. There's the Jodi that I've talked to for a total of about an hour and a half, who I found to be an intelligent young woman. Then there's the Jodi who somehow is capable of almost cutting a man's head off and shooting him and stabbing him. And I didn't meet that Jodi. So the Jodi I spoke with, I believe maybe she is telling me the truth. I believe she's got some mental illness. That's my personal opinion. I'm no doctor. That's the way I'd call it.
Troy, thank you so much. Great job. Congratulations to you. Well done.
Thank you.